Hey y'all, what's up? It's Day, and today we're going to have a little chit chat. We're going to talk about things that every natural should know or things that you should know before going natural. So I'm going to jump right into this video. It should be fun. Go ahead and hop in the comments, add some things if I missed it that every natural should know or things that you learned on your journey that kind of, had an aha moment for you. First and foremost, and this is kind of going to be skewed from a YouTuber's perspective based off comments I get, but first and foremost, we need to know that natural hair takes patience. Sometimes we get up on here, even myself, and we get up on here and we watch these tutorials that are like anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes long, and we just assume, oh, that was easy. No ma'am. No ma'am. You are seeing 8, 5, 10, 15 minutes out of somebody's routine. And that's literally not it. It takes us about 30 minutes just to go through section, to get ready, to get ready to shampoo your hair. It's a whole process. So just be aware that just because you see somebody do something, you're seeing it super sped up and you're seeing it all cut up. I started off braiding here and I ended up down here. You're just seeing the start to finish. You're literally seeing bits and pieces of somebody's routine. Don't assume that it's easy and it's easy peasy, doesn't take no time at all, because I can tell y'all now, my wash day process, depending on what I'm doing, unless I'm doing like a quick lazy wash and go, it can take me anywhere from, I would say, just the wash. We ain't talking about me drying and styling the next day. Just to do the wash all the way to deep conditioning and styling to go lay my butt down in that bed, it probably takes me anywhere from 2 to 4 hours depending on what I am doing. It is not an easy process, and we need to get that notion out of our head. We literally are not sitting here on YouTube doing our hair in the 8 minutes that y'all see us doing it, even though it looks easy. That's not what's happening. The next thing, and this is something I wish I had known early on in my natural hair journey, if you buying products out of store and they don't work for you, take them back. I wish I had known that. I used to have so many products that did not work for me, or I did not know how to use. That's another thing too. We don't know how to use the products. Healthy hair, it ain't coming out no product. I can tell y'all that now. But yeah, take it back. Keep your receipts and take it back. Because most stores, if you have not used over half of the product, you can take it back. So you can try it 2 or 3 times and decide, I can't figure this out, or this is not for me, and take it right on back. Sally's, Target, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, the dollar stuff, wherever you get it from. Even some hair care brands online have a return policy, so check that out too. This one's gonna be real quick because I get a lot of questions about, oh, I broke my edges off and I don't know what to do to get them back. First and foremost, if your edges are breaking off, stop doing what you're doing that is breaking them off. And oftentimes, you know what it is? You know what it is? It is we laying our edges every day. Edges don't gotta be laid every day. Literally, my edges are probably only laid on YouTube and on the weekends. During the week, I don't touch my edges. Matter of fact, even on YouTube, right now, my edges are like partially laid, but baby, they ain't laid over here. They are not laid over here. Why? Because you can't see. Don't lay your edges every day. Leave your edges alone, and I promise you they will grow. If the rest of your head is growing, they will grow. Now, unless you got something like traction alopecia, you didn't have some sew-ins or some braids, and you've been just getting them ripped out. If they're just breaking off from normal wear and tear, you over manipulating, leave them alone. Stop it. The next thing, this one right here, and not always. If you ever seen somebody comment this under my videos, you see me comment right back. Stop expecting to copy somebody's routine and then get hair just like theirs. It's never gonna happen. Your hair is gonna look like your hair, my hair is gonna look like my hair. That's literally like going under a makeup video and saying, oh, I copied your cut crease, but I still got the same eyes. My eyes don't look like your eyes. Just because you copy the routine don't mean that you're gonna get, your eyes are automatically gonna go from, I don't even know, round to almond shape. It's not going to happen. The same thing applies to hair. You got a whole other texture from me. A whole entire texture from me. What made you think just using the same products and doing what my hands did, your hair was gonna come out like mine? That's not how hair works. It does not work like that. And you know what? That is the beautiful thing about natural hair. No two heads look alike. Our hair is just as unique as our faces. Nobody has the same exact haircut as anybody else. Nobody has the same exact, length, damage. Your face is shaped differently. Your head is shaped differently, so it falls different. Like, all of those things come into play that makes our hair look so unique and so different. Your hair ain't damaged like mine. Like, your hair ain't gonna be loose in the middle like mine. it ain't gonna be loose like mine. Which leads me into my next thing that I wish that I had done, because I'm guilty of this too. I'm not talking down on people. I did these things too. That's why I'm coming to y'all, telling y'all, so I can help y'all beat that learning curve. But my next thing, and this is probably the biggest thing, learn to embrace your texture. It doesn't matter how tight it is or how loose it is. Learn to embrace your texture. Stop speaking negatively on it. I'm so sick of saying I can't foresee my hair doing. Stop doing that. Stop speaking negatively on your hair, y'all, because there is power in words. When you say stuff like that, you're literally speaking it over your hair. It's manifesting in your actions. If you're going into your hair saying, ugh, I hate my hair, but I'm about to do this twist out, and I can't foresee my twist out coming out like whatever, 4A. I don't even like curl typing, but I'm just using common terminology that everybody uses. But if y'all using that type of terminology, you're already speaking negatively on your hair. Why would you even get a positive result? That's like me going to go, I don't know, cook something and I got a nasty attitude about it. I'm rushing through it, I'm flipping it. I ain't putting my craft and my love and my seasonings and all in it, and then expecting to turn out with a tasty meal. It's not how it works. Learn to embrace your hair types. And one thing I want to suggest, y'all, follow people with a diversity of hair types. I follow people who have loose waves. I don't know, Spanish people, biracial people just who have loose wavy textures. And I follow people who have straight up Afro kinky textures. Follow an array of people so that you're not fixated on one hair type. I feel like people follow people with a certain type of hair. You only follow people with big hair. You only follow people with loose curl patterns. And then it kind of warps your distortion of what natural looks like. But in reality, your typical natural that you're seeing out in public has tight, undefined hair with unlaid edges. Because on a typical day when you catch me, like, this is cute and all, but by day 3 or 4, this is a straight up kinky fro. It ain't much definition, and that doesn't bother me. People will ask me, how long does your hair last? My hair lasts until I wash it, because I don't care when it looks like a fro. As long as it's moisturized, it's lasting to me. You literally have to teach yourself to love your texture. We're so focused on social media. A start would be to go find some people with texture that looks like yours. A quick way to find it is, if you feel like you have 4B hair, type in 4B Naturals on YouTube, go through, subscribe to a bunch of their channels, find them on Instagram, show them love. It translates. When you see how they're flourishing, it'll start affecting you. Now, another thing that I wish I had known when I was going natural, or I feel like something every natural should know, learn your texture. And what I mean by that is learn your porosity, learn your density, and learn your strand size. Because that right there, not your curl pattern, it's your porosity, your density, and strand size. That's gonna let you have realistic expectations about what your hair is gonna look like. It's also gonna help you with products. When you learn your porosity, you learn how your hair absorbs products. And if you're not familiar with porosity is your hair's ability to absorb moisture. High porosity means that your hair is highly porous. That means it absorbs real quick. The absorption is high. However, it dries out quick. Low porosity is when your hair is low porous, which means that it doesn't absorb as fast. However, when it does absorb, it locks it in. So learn your porosity. That right there helps you with layering. You know that. Think about it. So if I have high porosity and my hair dries out quick, then that means that my focus so much isn't getting my hair moisturized, it's locking in that moisture so it does not dry out quick. So my routine will be more focused on things like sealants, so like shea butters, olive oil, jojoba oil, things like that. I think even grapeseed oil is a sealing oil. So I'm focusing more on sealing. Whereas with high or low porosity, my focus is more on locking in that moisture. So I'm looking for things like humectants and really like rich emollients and creams and water-based products to get that stuff to actually penetrate through them cuticles in order to get moisture. I'm not focusing so much on sealing, because if I seal before I trap in some moisture, I'm sealing in dryness. I sealed in nothing because I ain't moisturized. As far as strand size, that right there can just let you know about how susceptible your hair is to damage. People who have thicker strands and coarser strands, they can do more wear and tear on their hair because their hair is thicker and stronger. Whereas fine strands, they snap easily, they stretch out easily, they lose their elasticity easily. So you can be aware of, how much manipulation that your hair can take. It also will help you as far as shampooing. I feel like people with fine strands need to shampoo more because they're so fine, the hair just gets weighed down more. Then coarse strand stuff just kind of, it springs back because it's so thick. It's the individual strands. When I say fine and coarse, I mean not your overall density, but the individual strands of your hair. And yes, there is a difference. If you don't believe me, look at the strand of your hair and then go look at your strands down there. They two different 2 different sizes. Some of our hair is really, really fine. I have fine strands, and I would say I have medium to thick density, but there are some people who have coarse strands. So yeah, just learn that. The other thing was, oh yeah, density. I just talked about that. Learn your density. That right there will help you have realistic expectations about how big your hair is going to get. If you have thin hair, don't be commenting on videos of people with thick hair like, dang, I can't get my hair this full. Our hair is naturally full. When I fluff, my hair just fluffs out. It's a lot of strands on my head. That's why I get the amount of density that I have. So you need to be aware of that. You need to learn it. You need to embrace it. It is what it is. Once you learn it, then you learn how to adapt. You know, okay, I got fine strands. Maybe Dave's fluff routine ain't gonna help me much. I need to go look at somebody else who got fine strands and see what kind of hacks they got. And I can tell y'all now, for fine strand people, I feel like this Twayed out, I'm gonna do a video on that. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, because I'm pretty sure this video is gonna come up after this one. But go ahead and check, because y'all know I do stuff out of order. But I feel like this Twayed out is a good hack for people who have low density. This right here is probably gonna be a good hack, and I'm gonna get into details in that video so y'all can go check it out. The next thing I want to talk about is shampooing, and I feel like it's different now because it's, you know, more information is out on it. But when I started my natural hair journey and starting to get my hair healthy, the biggest thing was co-washing. And some people still have this habit where they don't want to wash their hair with shampoo. They want to stay away from shampoo. Y'all, shampoo your hair. Shampoo your hair. I can promise you, shampoos have come a long way. They used to be, if you put some shampoo on your hair about to be stripped, tangled, and mad at mess. It's not like that anymore. They have super moisturizing shampoos. Shampoos you can put on and get a creamy lather and go through and finger detangle with. And I do have a video of my favorite shampoos, and I have some on there that I mentioned that give that nice creamy lather. But y'all, make sure you're shampooing your hair, because I see a lot of people saying, oh, my hair flakes so bad, or oh, I don't get volume, my hair is stiff. Or even the biggest thing is my hair is always dry no matter what I do. Then when I get to talking to people, they have not shampooed their hair in a month, and then on top of that, they have like never or haven't clarified, which is like a deep thorough shampoo, a really strong shampoo. They haven't gone through and basically stripped their hair in months. When you're doing that, you're setting yourself up for failure. One, a dirty scalp is not growing healthy hair. It's literally dirty and it's suffocating, so you're setting your hair up for weak and just not great hair growth. Two, when you have a bunch of buildup on your hair, you're literally blocking out moisture. Think about going through and putting a bunch of like Vaseline on your hand, right? And you just steadily putting Vaseline, you didn't put some lotion on it, you didn't put some, I don't know, hand sanitizer on it. You just putting all these layers of stuff on your hands, and then think about when you sit down and go to wash it. The water just kind of runs off it at first, right? The water ain't gonna do that. You need to put soap on your hands. You need to put soap on your hands to break down all of that stuff that you didn't put on your hands. The same exact thing applies to hair. You can't go through and put a bunch of gels and creams and conditioners and leave-in conditioners and deep conditioners and co-washing on your hair without shampooing it, because you're just putting layers and layers and layers of product. And yes, every time you're washing it, it is kind of just like rinsing off, but it's not going through and thoroughly cleansing your hair. When I stopped co-washing and started shampooing more, my moisture retention significantly changed. So make sure you guys are shampooing your hair. I cannot stress that enough. Shampoo your hair. It can help with moisture. It can help your hair growth. It helps with flaking. It helps with itchy scalp. Like, shampooing is really one of the shampooing is the first and most important step to moisture and healthy hair. And another little thing I'm gonna throw in, since we were talking about flaking, because I did a video on flaking, and I said one thing and it really resonated with people. Sometimes if you're experiencing too much flaking and it's with a specific product, try adding more water than adding the product. And I used to be guilty of that. I would sop on a whole bunch of gel. Like, I gotta coat my hair with gel to get this definition so I can get my wash and go. But when I really needed was water. Keep you a spray bottle on deck, and sometimes just add more water. Don't add more product, because that leads to flaking. That's another thing with buildup. Water really is a natural's best friend. So I'm about to wrap it up. I think I got 2 more things I want to talk about, but I want to talk about the emphasis on growth and not on retention. We need to focus on retention, which is retaining the hair that's on our head, than growing hair out of our scalp. Because if you're more focused on growing your hair and you're doing all this stuff to grow it, but you're not taking care of your ends, it's gonna break off faster than it grow. And then people will say, my hair doesn't grow. I've been stuck at this length for years. It's literally because your hair is breaking off. If you're not going bald then your hair is growing. Every day your hair is growing. Why? Because every time you wash your hair, it is shedding. That means that if you were going bald, nothing will be coming in to take out that shed. So every time you wash your hair, your density should be going down. If you're not experiencing that, then your hair is actually growing. The problem is lymph retention. And you focus on lymph retention with making sure your hair is moisturized and protein treating and hydrating. Hydrate. And another thing going along with moisture, because I'm actually experiencing that now, my hair it's gotten significantly tighter, and my hair is getting longer. And people are asking me, oh, can you do a lymph check? We want to see how long your hair is. If I pull my hair, let me see if I can grab it. Let me see. If I pull my hair is down to here, right? However, my hair is right here, right? My hair grows outward, it doesn't grow downward, and it's because how I have my hair cut. It is my haircut, but it's also how my hair grows out. Some people's hair grows out and down. Some people's hair grows out and out. People whose hair that grows outward needs to stop comparing their hair to people whose hair grows downward. Because I know some naturals who have really, really long, like waist length hair. However, their hair is still up to here. It's just like this. A good example of that is Jalen, Natural Rain. Her hair is waist length, but her hair literally stops right here, and it's just like that. But every time you look at her, when you look at her pictures of how her hair is growing, it went from here to here, and now her fro is like out to here to her like shoulders, tip of her shoulders, and that's perfectly fine. People are asking me to do a lymph check. I don't want to do a lymph check. I'll do a lymph check when I can pull my hair and it's down to my waist. Right now, in the front of my hair, I feel like my hair is like right below armpit, or right at armpit in some places, because again my hair is grown out in layers, and then in the back is right at bra strap, and then depending on some pieces too where I grab, if I grab the very, very bottom back, it's right below my bra strap. I don't need to do a lymph check to know that my hair is growing. I know that my hair is growing, and first and foremost, my hair is colored. My hair was blonde at the roots last year. I have not colored in a year. I'm about to color for the first time in a year, and my blondes are at my ends, so I know my hair is growing. Don't get caught up in that growth trap and expecting your hair to fall downward, because that's just not in a reality for everybody. But I think that's it. Those are the tips that I have for people who are going natural or naturals who haven't quite figured it out yet. These are things that I think we should know. If I missed something, go ahead and comment it in the dang, I'm having a brain fart. Comment it in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I've been on a roll with these videos. I'm gonna keep them coming. And yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe before you leave. Bye.